It's been a long time it was wrapped in foil and sold on grocery shelves. Chocolate was a dark, bitter secret guarded by kings and gods. When Spanish invaders breached the heart of Mesoamerica, they sought glitter and gold. Yet the true wealth of the empire was grown on trees. The conquistadors measured power in precious metals. They failed to realize that gold could buy food, but cacao was power itself.
This was xocolātl, a drink bitter as blood, spiced with chili, and reserved strictly for emperors, warriors, and priests. How did a bitter seed, cultivated in humid rainforests, cross oceans to conquer royal courts and spark global industrial empires? To understand our obsession today, we must journey back into the dense canopies where the story first took root. Before it was a sweet confection, the cocoa bean was cold, hard cash, a currency you could spend or sip. Legend claimed it was brought from the heavens by the feathered serpent god xocolātl, a gift stolen for humanity. From sacred rituals to trade highways, the journey of the bitter bean reshaped the geography of human desire. This is the story of how an ancient ritual drink became the world's most addictive commodity.
Deep within the humid understory of Mesoamerican rainforests, the Theobroma cacao tree spent millennia in undisturbed isolation. Unlike most fruit trees, its flowers bloom directly on the ancient bark, a botanical marvel known as cauliflory. To the Maya, harvesting was not mere farming, it was a delicate dialogue with nature itself.
Inside lay the precious seeds, encased in a sweet, tangy white pulp that animals and humans alike found irresistible. Sweating under banana leaves for days, natural fermentation transformed bitter astringency into deep, complex chocolate precursors. Sun-cured on open platforms, the seeds hardened into durable tokens of wealth that could endure long journeys without spoiling. Maya pottery from 3,000 years ago bears glyphs spelling cacawa, the earliest written trace of humanity's chocolate legacy. They drank it unsweetened, infused with wild chili peppers, achiote for red color, and ear flowers for aroma, a beverage of elite power. Cacao was present at birth, weddings, and royal burials. It was the bridge connecting mortal earth to the realm of spirits. When the Aztec Empire expanded southward, they conquered cocoa lands, turning sacred traditions into royal state taxes. In the grand markets of the Aztec capital, gold held no intrinsic value for trade. Cacao was the universal currency. One bean bought a fresh tomato. Small avocado cost 3. A whole turkey cost 100 beans. The economy ran on edible money. Emperor Moctezuma II maintained storehouses containing tens of millions of seeds, a fortune worth millions in modern trade terms. Where there is money, there is crime. Counterfeiters emptied bean skins and packed them with dirt to fool unsuspecting market traders. Spanish chroniclers noted Moctezuma drank dozens of golden cups of frothy chocolate daily before visiting his wives. It was a high-energy military ration. Marching warriors carried compressed cocoa cakes to sustain long treks across rugged mountains. Historical codices record tribute rolls showing millions of seeds flowing annually into Tenochtitlan from subjugated provinces. Kneeling at volcanic stone metates, women ground roasted seeds with relentless labor, freeing natural cocoa fats through pure friction heat. The crown of the drink was its foam. To the Aztecs, the foam was the vital spirit, the essence of life held in a cup. But in 1519, strange tall ships appeared off the eastern shores. The world of the sacred bean was about to collide with Europe. Hernán Cortés landed seeking mountains of silver and gold. What he encountered instead was a culture fueled by a strange, dark bean. At first, the Spaniards were repulsed. To European palates accustomed to wine and sweet mead, the cold, bitter drink tasted like mud. Disdain turned to shock when they realized these brown seeds were accepted as money across every province of the empire. Cortés wrote to Charles V, "A single cup of this drink strengthens a soldier so much that he can march all day without food." In 1521, Tenochtitlan fell. The Aztec Empire collapsed, but the bitter bean survived the fires of destruction. Expecting rooms filled with gold bars, disappointed conquistadors found warehouse vaults packed to the ceiling with dried cocoa seeds. European inhabitants made crucial adjustments. They served the drink hot, removed chili peppers, and added sweet sugarcane and cinnamon. In 1528, Cortés sailed back across the Atlantic, carrying wooden chests filled with cocoa beans to present to the Spanish court. The bean was leaving its ancestral homeland forever, embarking on a voyage that would transform European society. Arriving in Madrid, the dark seed entered the most guarded royal chambers of Europe as an exclusive state secret. For nearly a century, Spain kept cocoa a strictly guarded secret, monopolizing supply routes from the New World. Spanish monks processed imported beans in monastery kitchens, refining secret formulas for royal and religious elites. The secret broke when Spanish princesses married into French royalty, introducing the trendy elixir to the court of Versailles. Chocolate became the ultimate symbol of aristocratic status across Western Europe, exorbitantly expensive and decadent. Popes and cardinals debated, did this rich beverage break religious fasts? Pope Gregory XIII ruled liquid did not break the fast. By the 1650s, chocolate hit London. Exclusive chocolate houses opened, becoming hubs for high-stakes gambling and political intrigue. A single pound of chocolate cost a worker's entire weekly wage. It remained a luxury reserved exclusively for the ultra-rich. As European demand soared, the dark side of cocoa emerged. Monopolies demanded massive production expansion in colonial territories. The sweet obsession of European elites was sustained by the bitter tragedy of transatlantic slavery and forced labor. Yet, despite its popularity, chocolate remained a difficult, oily liquid. A technological revolution was needed to change everything. In 1828, Dutch chemist Conrad van Houten struck a breakthrough that changed chocolate history forever. Van Houten invented a hydraulic press that squeezed out half the natural fat, cocoa butter, leaving behind a dry cake that could be pulverized into powder. This revolutionary process created Dutch cocoa powder, easily mixable with milk or water, lighter, and vastly cheaper to produce. 19 years later, in England, J.S. Fry & Sons made a discovery. Recombining melted cocoa butter with cocoa powder and sugar created a moldable paste. For the first time in human history, chocolate was no longer just a drink. The solid chocolate bar was born. But early solid chocolate was crumbly and dark. The riddle of milk chocolate would be solved in the snow-capped valleys of Switzerland. Daniel Peter spent 8 years struggling to combine milk with cocoa. The secret lay in Henri Nestlé's newly invented condensed milk. Rodolphe Lindt accidentally left a machine running over a weekend. The continuous kneading, conching, produced velvety, melt-in-your-mouth chocolate.
Industrial alchemy had transformed an ancient royal luxury into an affordable commodity for the global working class. Chocolate was now everywhere. What was once the bitter blood drink of Aztec kings had become the sweet obsession of the world.
In America, Milton Hershey applied assembly line mass production, building an entire company town powered by fresh local milk. Millions of small, bite-sized chocolates rolled off automated belts daily, wrapped in iconic foil paper for everyday consumers. During World War II, chocolate went to war. The U.S. Army commissioned high-calorie emergency ration bars that wouldn't melt in summer heat.
Millions of ration bars sustained soldiers across Europe and the Pacific, cementing global brand recognition in every corner of Earth. Post-war advertising transformed chocolate into the ultimate symbol of love, reward, energy, and childhood joy. To keep pace with endless global demand, cultivation shifted across oceans to West Africa, particularly Ivory Coast and Ghana. Today, over 70% of the world's cocoa is grown by millions of smallholder farmers on tiny plots of West African land. The price of every pod harvested in tropical jungles is now traded thousands of miles away on financial markets in London and New York. Modern industrial chemistry perfected tempering, controlling cocoa butter crystal forms to guarantee perfect snap and glossy shine. The bitter bean had completed its evolution, from isolated jungle trees to a $1 trillion global logistics network. Today, chocolate is ubiquitous. We consume over 7 million metric tons of chocolate globally every single year. It has become deeply woven into human cultural rituals, Valentine's gestures, Easter celebrations, and quiet moments of self-reward. Science reveals why we crave it. Chocolate contains theobromine, caffeine, and triggers dopamine releases that mimic the feeling of falling in love. A modern bean-to-bar renaissance is taking chocolate back to its roots, honoring single-origin flavors, terroir, and traditional roasting. Consumers are rediscovering the complex bitterness original Mesoamerican cultures celebrated thousands of years ago. But the future of cocoa is under grave threat. Cacao trees require precise tropical temperatures, humidity, and shade to survive. As climate change alters rainfall patterns, suitable growing regions are shrinking, threatening the global supply chain. Sustainable farming initiatives and shade-grown agroforestry offer hope to protect both tropical rainforests and farmer livelihoods. Revaluing chocolate means recognizing the immense human effort and environmental delicate balance required to produce every single bar. Across 5 centuries and thousands of miles, the essential human relationship with this magical seed remains unbroken. If you strip away the foil wrappers, the refined sugars, and the modern marketing, the spirit of Theobroma cacao endures. Swedish botanist Carl Linnaeus gave it its formal scientific name in the 18th century. Theobroma, literally food of the gods. He captured what ancient Mesoamericans knew thousands of years prior. This seed holds a power over human senses unlike any other. Conquistadors conquered empires seeking gold they could hoard in chests, but the true gold was the seed that regenerated every season. It transformed from sacred currency to royal secret, from industrial breakthrough to everyday indulgence, a journey of total transformation. Every bite we take connects us across centuries to ancient priests, ambitious kings, industrial innovators, and distant farmers. Behind the sweet comfort lies a complex history of conquest, trade, innovation, and intense human effort. As long as humans seek comfort, energy, and delight, the bitter bean will continue to shape our global culture. So the next time you snap off a piece of chocolate, pause for a single second to taste the history within. You are not just eating a confection. You are tasting 5,000 years of human obsession.